Hello friends, this is Wendy. I am a paper crafter, a scrapbooker, a junk journaler, and today I'm going to do something that I'm excited and scared because I don't want to fail. I am going to participate in Defember. This is hosted by Louisa Heinzel, which if you know me at all, you know that I think she's amazing, and her friend Barbara from 49 Dragonflies, and I think she's also amazing. And well, let's get started with the prompt. Okay, I did not print this up, and as usual, it is difficult for me. Ooh, look, I can wiggle this enough to not get all of my lights in there. I want to do 04, which is actually the third prompt, but it was for December 4th, and it's like a lot past the December 4th. I didn't print it up partly because I don't know if I'm going to do them all, but I'm definitely doing this one because this is what I'm actually working on. And it is an Apothecary Label and Quirky Cat or Dog. Of course, I'm doing my Quirky Cat. And these photos are going to look very familiar. Well, only if you follow me. My very first YouTube video highlighted these two photos. I'm going to cut this part off right now. If you saw my last video where I worked with washi tape, pretty much every one of these corners has pulled up. And they seem to do well when I glue them down, so fingers crossed, right? And before I decided I would follow this prompt for these 2 pages here, I already showed how I inked around here, so I'm going to include that right here. I was going to move on to a totally different project. We just finished this washi tape flip fold. And I decided, I would like to finish what I have already started, which is pretty much this whole signature, before I moved on to this other project. I want these 4 pages to be this color. And this color is antique linen, and this is the oxide. When I first started buying Tim Holtz inks, I have every color of his inks, his distress inks. I thought I'll never buy the oxide. And one by one, I started buying them. And it's when I started doing junk journaling that the oxide became now it's my mainstay. And I still use my other colors, of course. I've got this thing in my way. Here I have it here. And I could just start, but I don't want to color on my photograph that's right there. So taking one of my mistakes, and I'm going to stick it in here. And I already know that I'm going to want to do the edges with vintage photos, so I might as well do it now before I have any other photos or anything to, ruin. And just a little bit about me and the way I like to junk journal is that I have tried it where the pages were already in the book. It does not work for me. I like to do my signatures separate. So here's like one page. And not that way. Nope, it's this way. Here's another page. And I have a third lying around here somewhere. And here is my third page. So this is going to go here, and then this is going to go here. And depending on how fat this gets, I may actually make another page to go in there. I had a fit and literally fell in it when I was doing my last page, and I cut my ledger stamp in half. So let's see how this goes. It was not staying on the platform. It was not stamping well. I mean, I was really frustrated, and I pulled out my scissors, and that was the end of that. Oh yeah, that looks great. Okay, so here's another thing to know about me. I like to do my junk journals in the little golden book size, which is, this would be the size of one sheet, which is 12 by 8. And that leaves 4 by 12 left over. And I'm going to use this to make my apothecary labels. I bought this. This is going to be my first time using it. It's called Curator. Tim Holtz has a bunch of little Curator things that you can buy, and I'm going to make my apothecary labels from this. And I'm going to use my stamping platform so that I can stamp it more than once. So I did half of them in black and half in ground espresso. I'm going to do one more thing. I did those with archival ink. I'm going to take these off. Try to keep them together, but it's probably not going to happen. I want to stamp this. It says curiosity, and it's just the definition of curiosity. But you know what they say, curiosity killed the cat, right? So I felt like I really need to do that. Okay, I went deep dive in my closet and pulled out these. Are by Spellbinders. Here are the ones that these go to. That I thought they might look like apothecary labels. I know that depending on how long ago it was, they were a little more ornate in what they did. Of course, I don't know. They might have been more simple. So, and I tried running them through. In fact, that's why I had this out. But I tried running them through my Sidekick, and I needed to cut them on the precision, the stainless steel precision cutting plate on my big kick. And I was going to take these to my, I'll do this, to my guillotine. But then I thought, you know what? This is an old apothecary. They probably had scissors and not a guillotine cutting thing from Tonic. So I can cut that down more. I'm definitely going to ink it. I pulled out a number of different things that I have that I don't always use. Okay, wow, I like that. I like it a lot. See how it looks on this one. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, before I go overboard and make a whole bunch of these, I do think they look like they're apothecary, and then I can just put some regular ones there, and I have some other, let's see. I've decided I want to make a cluster. So the first thing I really need to do is to find something to cut this out onto. This is Tim Holtz. It's from Labels. I think I'm actually gonna cut it out again and then, well, at least make a rectangle that's gonna go inside there, or a piece that's a little bigger to go. Oh, I wonder if this will be good under there. Let's see. Well, that. Oh, so that might be good. All right, so I'm going to do some inking. Okay, first of all, I flipped this out so it was easier, because that actually tucks under, but so it was easier to work with. I like this little bit of a collage. This, I clipped this out of a dictionary. It says curiosity right on it. Most of this is going to be hidden. let's see. So that would be the first thing I'm going to glue down, is that. I'm thinking about overlapping my photo, which means I need to put my page protector on first. And I also have this bit of white down here that I don't want. So I guess that's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay, I've tried a couple of things. I'm going to see if I like this best. I still have the other ones. It's not like I threw them away. This is, okay, so this paper is Tim Holtz. It's his black crafts. See, there's craft on the back. And the front is black. And it makes it so you can do some sanding and get some interesting, you know, texture. I have found I need to leave a little space between the end of any die cut or photo that I do and the fold. It just doesn't fold right otherwise. I'm going to make a bit of parchment to go over this. Okay, I pulled out my tiny type, which is my smallest of all of my Tim Holtz letters. It took some squishing, but I got it on there. And I figure it's fine. In fact, it kind of goes with my whole kind of story that I'm telling. So now I'll get that right on there. And this also says curiosity. I obviously don't want to cover up any of the other curiosities. Red line tape. I get this on Amazon. This is really, really, really strong tape. Laboratory by Tim Holtz. Yes, I absolutely love Tim Holtz. I mean, there's really no two ways about it. I do. Okay, so I'm almost done, and I just want to show you, this is one of the ways that I put a page protector over my photo. I take my score tape, and I buy this on Amazon. I have it on the subscribe and save. Subscribe and save. Comes every couple of months. And it's fabulous. So I put it on above and below my photo. And now I'm going to... This is actually, I think I did it, my very first time doing it exactly like this was on this photo right here. And I think this is my new favorite way of doing it. It's not going to be the only way I do it because I won't always have, you know, paper around it, but okay. So now, before I glue that down or anything, I have taken a piece of, I get a nice quality, but of page protector, just your basic 8.5 by 11 page protector. And then I'm going to scooch it up here. And now I'm going to press it down there. Then I'm going to get my handy dandy big scissors out. And I want to put the month and year. I'm not sure of the exact date. I'm going to write it, I think right down here. Okay. And now my layout is done. Let me pull in really close. So I have the Curiosity. This is a stamp by Tim Holtz. This is a warehouse from Warehouse District. And I put a little arrow here because this is the word curious from just a dictionary. I made this, and this is from these, I guess they're called Curio. This is from Laboratory, and so is this one. Whoops, let me go where you can see that. I'll pull this one up. So this is Laboratory. I did have to cut off the bottom a little bit to get it to fit. And I used another one of these from Curio. And I used then the die cut to make the Apothecary Label. I've got Curiosity right there. Then this is going to come right up here. And behind it is another. And again, let me move this forward. These are from Curio, both of those. Both of these fancy frames are from Spellbinder. The cat is Mischievous by Tim Holtz. This and this piece of paper here, these are both Tim Holtz. And these are Tim Holtz dies. The stamps are, of course, Tim Holtz. So, let me go back out. I'm really happy with how this goes. Yeah. So, the booklet has this little story here, these flippy flops here. Then we go on to here, and this pulls out. There's a story under here. Here's another story and more photos. And then I have lots of room to continue on. So, there we go. If you enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up. Hit that notification bell and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you have a wonderful December day. Bye.